Hey boys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Titans career mode where we're taking on the Cronulla Sharks again. I think this is the second time this year, and the first time from memory, I think they were the only team, or the first team that beat us this year. I think it was a pretty high scoring game, or maybe we just beat them, I can't quite remember, but it was a tight game, whatever it was. High scoring game as well. And right here, this is pretty funny, like, a nice charge down. Well, it was okay charge down. But I was actually I was just going to let him, the winger, catch this ball, and he bluffed me, and he didn't pick the ball up, and he let it go out, so they got another 6 to go. So good work by the winger there. But obviously, big game last night it was now. Broncos Cowboys, pretty awesome game, I gotta say. Obviously I'm a Broncos guy, but I mean I really didn't care who won that game. It was not, I really had no, like I said, it didn't bother me either way who won. Cowboys getting up was great for them. But right here, actually, we'll talk about the game for a second. Right there, that was, I don't even, like, I put the bomb up, it was a pretty good bomb, and then I think it just hit Dave Taylor on the bloody ankle, and I wasn't expecting it, so I accidentally passed the ball with someone. So yeah, we bombed a try there, but right here, we're not going to do the same mistake. Really good interchange of passing, and James Roberts at fullback, backing up, and was able to change directions, and too much speed really to be caught like that. I think it was Fafita coming across, was never going to catch him. But yeah, back to the game. So yeah, it was a awesome game. I mean, it lived up to the hype. I mean, there's always that, I guess, well, there's always something that could happen, like with the grand final, that's so talked up that occasionally it can be a blowout. Like, there's been plenty of grand finals that are meant to be amazing, and then one team just dominates, but that was not the case. I mean, like, talking about the game a bit more in depth, like, the Cowboys probably should have put more points on the Broncos, especially in that second half, but I mean, in personal opinion, I feel like the Broncos were pretty unlucky to lose that game. You know, Cowboys had all the ball that second half. The Broncos defended amazingly. And watching, I didn't think the Cowboys were going to actually get across. But there's always that problem, only being 4 in front. That one try will do it for them. Thurston, I couldn't believe that kick missed. I couldn't believe the kick missed. He hit it sweetly, and it looked like it was in for all money, and then it just whacked the goalpost, and yeah, it was I was pretty happy that it didn't go in, so we'd get a bit more game time. But again, terrible for poor old Ben Hunt. Like, overall, I think Ben Hunt would be pretty disappointed with his game. He wasn't bad, but he definitely didn't play as good as he has all year. Anthony Milford, for me, was easily the best player in the game. And right here, the Sharks are actually going to hit back with a try. We were on the back foot and just overran the play. But yeah, Anthony Milford for me was easily the best player on the field. I know Thurston got man of the match, which didn't surprise me, but Milford was unbelievable. He took his game to another level. It was pretty amazing to watch, actually. Like, just the talent of this kid is ridiculous. So yeah, Queensland are in good hands for the future with Anthony Milford and also Ben Hunt, who, like I said, didn't play bad, but just couldn't quite get into the game as much. His King game was pretty good, I guess. But yeah, so an amazing game. Amazing finish. I mean, I will say I felt really sorry for the Broncos losing like that, but that's just how it goes, man. If you give the Cowboys that many opportunities, then yeah, it's gonna bite you. So yeah, great grand final. Happy with the result. Either way, I would have been. So yeah, good on the Cowboys. It's so good for JT finally. Not really finally, because he has won a premiership before with the Bulldogs, but people will act like this is his first real premiership, so it's good stuff. And the Cowboys obviously winning their first premiership ever in the comp. So overall, I'm probably happier that the Cowboys won, thinking about it, because Broncos are my team, but they've won premierships. The Cowboys, this was their best opportunity, so it was great stuff. But let's talk about this game for a second. We'll go back to the game. So this game's been pretty, like, playing this game, it was tough. It was tough, and right there, it was a good offload, I thought, but once again called forward. But it was tough against the Sharkies here. They were difficult. They were smashing us in defense. Forward pass there that wasn't called, but ours was. Nice stuff for us. But yeah, we couldn't make any ground this second half. The second half was just such an arm wrestle. All defense, so hardly any highlights. And we're still behind by 2 because of that terrible missed kick. And they put in a nice little in-goal kick here. So James Roberts does well to get out of the in-goal with the shrug off and straight through once again. And it's a foot race. Him and I think it's Michael Gordon at the back. And somehow, oh my goodness, I was freaking out by this point. I couldn't believe that Roberts didn't go all the way. Whoever it was kept pace with him, which was disappointing. But yeah, by this point I was panicking a bit. You know, this is the last opportunity to snatch a win, and right there, we got extremely lucky. I passed it straight into Roberts, I think it was, and it hit him. It should have been knock on, but I don't know what happened. They didn't call it. But right here, this game, I remember this game because it wasn't a great game for me, but I was freaking out by this point. We made that massive run. We got the penalty. Last tackle. We spread it wide. And it was a terrible read by the Sharks defender. You know, he could have shut the play down. But he just ran out of the line. And he gave Eddie Pettybourne a bloody open try line. All he had to do was pass it. KNLG gets the match winner. This is a pretty good finish to the game, I gotta say. You know, it was all set up by Roberts. It was a good kick by the Sharkies there, in the in-goal, but a terrible chase and too much speed. But yeah, it was a pretty exciting finish for me. Overall, the game was pretty lackluster in terms of attack, but I think the end made up for it. It's pretty good stuff. Oh, but that last tackle was clutch. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was gonna just put a bomb up. I was gonna put a grabber in. I decided to just pass it, and it worked out. It worked out for once, and we do snatch the win from the Sharks. James Roberts, man of the match, well deserved, I'd say. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.